What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to episode number 2 in our NFL head coach Let's Play. We are here with the Detroit Lions, and it is time for you to see the awesome roster changes I have made. Still in the off season here, year 1. Basically, I did a couple of trades. So let me go ahead and go into this roster and show you what we got. For our starting quarterback at the moment, it is still Joey Harrington. We will keep him there. As our starting running back, we have Kevin Jones. Fullback, we got Paul Smith. We weren't able to keep the other fullback. He walked away in free agency. We have Roy Williams, Mike Williams, Kevin Johnson, Carlos Rogers, and Scotty Vines. Tight ends, all we have is Marcus Pollard to a generous deal of only $1 million. We just still have Jeff Buckus and Matty Willick, the old left tackle there. We have Rick DeMungling. I cannot pronounce that name. Saved my life. Kosher is there, and McCoy. As you can tell, I have some giant linemen. I like having giant linemen. In free agency, I picked up the center, Chris Terry, because this guy always gets hurt. I don't know why he always gets hurt, but his injury was low. I think it was like 70, so I don't expect him to last the entire season. And I need someone to back him up. At right guard, we have Keller Butler, who was the right tackle. I moved him to right guard. And we have Drew Scorsese. Who we got? Picked up this guy for free agency. He's pretty big, and he can do all the things I need him to do, which is pass block and run block. So that shored up our right tackle position, which was something we really needed to do. Left end, we still have Corey Redding. We still have James Hall there at the right end position. At defensive tackle, I went out in free agency and I got Mr. Hunt here at 85. As you can see, we don't have our starting nose tackle that was there. I traded him away. We have Boss Bailey at our outside linebacker position. Inside linebacker, we have Anthony Simmons, who I picked off of free agency. So that should be a good 2 linebacker set, for the 3-4 defense if I decide to run it with these 2 here. And then on the outside, we have Will Witherspoon, who is a monster. He is a ferocious monster on the outside. We still have Bryant. I picked up Lenny Wells, who is an all-around back. Basically, he can play any position in the secondary, which is awesome. McGraw, I guess, can stay at free safety, but I also have Holt. Those 2 are in a position battle. And then I have Kennedy. For my kickers, I don't have any. I don't have anybody that can kick the ball. So that will change. But basically, that's our roster right now. And to give you what I traded for, I traded for draft picks. Reason why? I would have had the 9th pick in the draft, and the position that I needed, I wouldn't be able to get the person that I need. So I just basically went to San Francisco. I actually went to all of these teams and asked them for their first round pick. But San Francisco was the only one that actually wanted the players I was giving away. And I picked up a first round pick. So it worked out. So now I got 2 first round picks. I got the 6th and the 9th pick. And with that, we're going to go ahead and sim to the NFL draft. Let's go. I want to take a moment to say thank you for all the love and support. If you liked the episode so far, go ahead and hit that like button, or better yet, subscribe. Let's go ahead and save this.
Welcome to the 2006 NFL Draft.
What an exciting draft, folks. We're going to look back on this draft one day and complete all. Having 2 teammates, Bush and Leinart, going to top 10 is unheard of. The USC football program is loving it. Also, in addition to the 3 Trojans, we have Vince Young. Some teams love him. Some teams don't even think he'll be a quarterback in 3 years. Many questions surround the game-breaking Vince Young, and it should be interesting to see who snags him. We also have a couple of spectacular ACC athletes this year in Mario Williams and Vernon Davis. Williams, a defensive end from NC State, and Davis, a tight end from Maryland, are both amazing physical specimens. Let's tune in now to hear the first pick.
All right, here we are at the NFL draft. The Texans are on the clock. And here we are.
On the clock first.
It starts. They got 40 seconds to make their pick. I wonder who it is. You know what? Our top picks remaining are Reggie Bush, Mario Williams, Matt Leinart, of course, are the top picks. And let's see what our goal is to draft. We should have 3. Number 1, we need a kicker, a punter, and a guard. I don't know who else to get other, like that's a kicker or a punter, but I know I'm getting me a quarterback. That is something that our franchise desperately needs. We need to get ready for the future. So in light of that, I'm going to sim ahead as soon as the Texans make their pick.
Houston has made their
They
pick.
picked the outside
Is
linebacker.
on deck.
Well, it was only a matter of time before A.J. Hawk was drafted. Hawk, the 2005 Big Ten Defensive Player of the Year, was the only player in this draft besides Reggie Bush to be unanimously selected on the Associated Press All-America team.
Yes, we're going to sim to my next pick. I was trying to listen to what he had to say.
All over the field and closes very fast. You have to love the intangibles.
All right. So we got 5 minutes to make a pick here. That's not a problem. Let's go all players. Let's go overall. Let's see, who's been drafted? Matt Leinart is gone to the Saints. His career is over. Nagata is going to Green Bay. That could be a problem for us. Mario Williams went to Tennessee. And the tight end Davis went to the Jets. That would have been hilarious if that was real life. But, you know, it's not. Let's go ahead and check out who we got here. So the best players so far that I have scouted is Reggie Bush. Now, I don't know how Reggie Bush plays in this game. I've never had a chance to have him. Greenway, Huff, Greenway, Reggie Bush. Let me see what my scouting director has to say. Maybe he can steer me in the right direction with this pick.
Talk to me.
He wants me to pick a right guard from Weber State for a first round pick. First top 10 pick. No, I'm not sold on him.
I'm thinking no.
Thank you. God, that was awful. So I'm going to pick the high caliber running back Reggie Bush.
Detroit has finished making their selection. The Raiders select next.
Great pick and certainly a no-brainer. Reggie Bush has been the #1 player on my big board.
We're going to sim ahead to our next pick. And it looks like...
I think Reggie Bush's game will translate.
No, I don't want a guard.
At all. Much like the Rams did with Marshall Faulk. I think we will see Bush line up at receiver occasionally.
And it looks like I have a controversial pick here. I can either take Jay Cutler or Vince Young. Which quarterback should I lead my franchise with? I'm going to pick Vince Young.
Trophy winner turn into an all-time great in the NFL. You have to respect the gutsy pick here. Sure, Vince Young is an outstanding athlete. He put together one of the best single-game performances in college football history, but there were still a lot of question marks. Everything from his throwing motion to how he will do under center. He took almost every snap at Texas from the shotgun, and it will be interesting to see how he adapts to the NFL playbook. Is Vince Young a project? Yes, he is, but what rookie quarterback isn't a project? Down the road, this pick might look like the result of a lot of Rose Bowl hype, or it could be the best pick in the whole draft. We know that Young has the physical tools, great size and strength, strong arm. Turns into a running back when he crosses the line of scrimmage. They all love this about Vince Young, and I can tell you that they are thrilled to have him at this pick.
So the Detroit Lions, our team has Vince Young and Reggie Bush in our backfield. A two-headed monster.
Yeah?
He wants me to pick a kicker in the 2nd round. Dude,
No way.
No. It's just not going to happen. My career is on the line. There's no good wide receivers. Let's see tight ends. I'm going to go with David Thomas.
The Lions have just made their pick.
Because we need some tight
Are up
ends.
next. If this kid was in the draft last year, he would have been selected a little bit higher. But inconsistent play last season helped him fall back to this pick here in round 2.
I like the way that he hustles, and I think he'll provide a solid contribution for Detroit.
What do you want now, boss?
Oh, that's fine. You can take that tone. I'm still not picking your kicker. So I got it tied in already. This is still the third round, I believe, or second. Just looking over the prospects right now. You know what? Can I get... Oh no, he's gone. I was about to say, I thought, so weird. Joseph Adai is still there. I can get him, but he's not one of the backs I want. I'm going to get Lonnie Scott here.
The Lions have announced their selection. Arizona picks next. I'm a little torn when it comes to this guy being selected here in round 3. To some, he's a potential Pro Bowler. To others, he's simply going to be a bust. Therefore, this pick was a risky move made by Detroit.
Well, this is a risky draft class. We're gonna take some risk here. Only guarantee here is win or defeat, and we don't like defeat. I honestly believe that was a pretty good first round, the first half of the draft. We did get some marquee players in our franchise here. We got some cornerstone players actually. A nice outside linebacker, a good tight end. I got our quarterback, and I also got a running back. So I'm pretty stoked about it. Maybe with these picks we can turn this franchise around. You know what? I'm gonna make the call.
Have made their selection. Arizona is up next. They can really use a player like this at the position, but this might be a little early to take him in round 4. I talked to the coaches, and they had him really high on their board, so he may end up being a good fit for this franchise in Detroit.
All right. So now that I got him out of the way, I just need a guard, and I need a good one. We'll go with this guy.
The Lions have selected their man, and here he is. The Cardinals select next. If this kid wants to be a great player in the NFL, he'll definitely have to cut down on all the mistakes he made in college. He's very talented physically and should be able to live up to his billing with this pick in the 5th round. I'm a little bit surprised.
I need a clutch kicker, and none of these guys show me what they're capable of. Oh man. You know what? I'm gonna take a chance. This guy has he has a 60% chance of making the distance and a 60% chance of making it straight down the middle. So I'm gonna go Jeff Green.
The Lions have announced their selection. Arizona is now on deck. I think this is a pretty solid selection here in round 6. Here's a guy who doesn't always play pretty, but he's consistent and he gets the job done. He's very experienced at the college level, and he should add depth for this team in Detroit.
That's not happening.
All right. Let's see who we can pick up here. Harris, no. Norwood and Wood, no. Nope. Don't want you. Oh, there's Owen Daniels, but he's regarded as a bust in this game, unfortunately. Jay Curley, no. Where are you at? Defensive tackles. He's gone. Defensive ends, they're all gone. Saw Rob Nikovic, wow. Mike linebackers, nope. Martin and Lay. You know what? I'll go O'Neal Howell. I changed my mind in this selection. I don't know who to pick in this. Bernard Pollard, no. Anthony Truck, no. There's no good straightaway prospect that I can see. Vickers, huh? You know what? We're going to go with Lawrence Vickers.
Detroit has finished making their
I
selection.
know I already picked up a back, but he'll be my third down back. The third back to give the other two backs a rest when we're running the ball down people's throats.
He's also very raw. He still needs a lot of work and repetition before he truly lives up to the hype that the media has created for him. I'm 50-50 with my opinion on this pick by Detroit.
All right, that is our NFL draft. I think we got some good players here. We got, we'll do a recap as soon as I sign these people. But basically, I feel like I have built for the future here in Detroit. Obviously, these players have to perform in order for me to keep my job. But I am, how can I say? I'm betting that these players can come together, rally together, and change this franchise for the better. Oh, here we are with the owner. Let's see what he has to say.
Check this out.
We filled all the positions we need and picked up some great players this year. Yes, we did. And just as a reminder, you need to sign our draft picks by the start of the preseason. I can do that.
Howdy, Coach.
Still have 7 positions that need to be filled on our roster. Okay.
Uh-huh.
So that's basically all I got to do. What else you got? Oh, look at that. I got praise from the owner. He's like, you got Vince Young. Thank you. I'm like, no problem. Not a problem at all. So, yeah, we basically have 70 days to sign our draft picks. It's not that bad of a deal. Alright, let's go ahead and get into this and get our roster, player roster. Vince Young is 76 overall. Reggie Bush is 87. And Lawrence Vickers, I don't know what his overall is. Thomas, I don't know his overall. Really don't know this guy's overall, but he's a giant, so I'll take him. Don't know his overall, but he seems pretty good. Where's my other projects? These two, I'm not even going to begin to discuss because I may have to go back in free agency and actually sign some people. Broncos, who do they want? They want to give me Keith Burns for Stanley, no. Jay Fielder, no. Alright, and that's just from the owner. So basically, I'm going to go ahead and end this episode here. When the third episode starts, it's basically going to be training camp, the start of training camp. We're going to run a whole bunch of drills and get ready for the get through the preseason, basically. I'll show you all the people that are signed, how a couple of them performed in practice, and more importantly, we'll have our first game after that. So thanks for watching and have a blessed day. Happy holidays.